What's going on, cab training athletes? Jacob Capizzuto here with Cab Training, and I'm back with another video, and today I'm going to be telling you guys how I improve my sprinting technique before every speed workout. Sprinting is a full body coordinated movement. You have to have good arm drive, knee drive, core stability, and of course quick twitch muscle fibers in order to be a very effective sprinter. So in this video, I'm going to show you a quick 5 to 10 minute routine that you can do before every speed workout that'll help your sprinting technique and make you faster. But don't you guys forget it, like this video, subscribe to this channel for more content, and let's get better today. So this sprint technique routine that I'm giving you today is a combination of what I've learned in my track and field days and my football days, as well as other YouTube videos that have influenced me to add these to my repertoire. And I just think these will help you along your way just to improve your technique and to make you a better sprinter. Because even though football is not all about straight line speed, and other sports are definitely not all about straight line speed, it's very good to have that breakaway speed, especially if you're trying to set yourselves apart from other athletes in your sport. So before you even start the routine, check out how to warm up before an athletic workout. The link to that video is right here as well as in the description. Once you're done with your warm up, let's get into high knees. Now these high knees are different from your dynamic warm up. This one will highly emphasize your arm drive and your knee drive. We're going to go through high knees for 4 sets of 15 yards. The first time you do it with a low intensity, just making sure that you're bouncing off your toes, maximizing how high your knees go and how fast your arms drive. But as you get into the last 3, you're going to up the intensity and make sure you get as many high knees and steps in those 15 yards as you can so you can activate those fast twitch muscle fibers. After high knees, we get into A skip. And A-skip is a more coordinated activity that you're going to have to get used to. But whenever somebody hears skips, they think of what they did in elementary school on the way to the lunch line. But this is coordinating your arms, coordinating your knees, making sure that you get a little bit of rhythm and pop in your step. This activates your fast twitch calf muscles as well as your hip muscles. You're really finding your rhythm here and bouncing along and making sure that you have good core technique as well. This is much like your average schoolyard skip, but you're just emphasizing more athletic movements such as arm drive and knee drive. The B skip is a step above the A skip, and this is something that all of my young athletes that I train have so much trouble with, and especially when we were in track, there were a bunch of people looking clumsy as heck when they were doing this drill. The B skip is just the A skip with now a kick out of your front leg, completing the cycle of a sprint. You're getting that dorsiflexion, which is the flexion of your ankle to point your toe up that will help you swim through the air as you strike the ground. Again, fast twitch muscles are being tapped into here, but you need to focus on making sure your knee drives straight up, your leg kicks out in a circular motion, and then your foot lands directly beneath you, not behind you, which will indicate that you're overstriding, but right beneath you, making sure that you cover as much distance when you start sprinting. Because all of the parts of this routine are aspects that will help you when you go fully 100% into sprinting. And with your foot landing beneath you, that is an indicator that you're actually stepping forward in your sprints and not kicking back too far and overstriding. This is the last skip, I promise, but this is a power skip. And this one will really get you guys jumping off of your single leg and creating that single leg power that will translate to your whole body producing that power to bound forward with each step even further in your sprint. This workout here really requires a lot of ankle, knee, and hip stability, so make sure that you have a little bit more experience when going into this drill. Do this for about 6 sets of 20 yards, I'd say, because you need a little bit more distance so you can get more skips in. But on power skips, we like to do power skips for height and then power skips for distance. The power skips for difference, again, even more challenging the power skips for height, but those will translate more for your straight line sprinting speed development. Last but not least, I have fall-ins. This drill will develop your forward lean when you run. Now, you don't want to be completely facing the ground in your forward lean when you run, but you definitely have to work against gravity, because if you run straight up at first, you're not going to be able to produce enough power and employ your leg muscles as much in order to create force off the ground and push yourself forward. So when you run lower, you're creating that force off the ground, pushing yourself forward even more so, and then as you get into your sprint longer and further in, 15 to 20 yards further into a long distance sprint, then you start to stand up and let your legs and arms do the movement. All you're doing for a fall-in is you're standing with your feet shoulder width apart, and you're leaning forward until one of your feet catch you, and then you propel yourself into a sprint. So don't be afraid to lean more forward here. Your body will react. As long as you have quick twitch muscle fibers in your hips, you're gonna be totally fine. Just catch yourself with one of your legs and then push off into a sprint. It really helps not only your forward lean, but also your first step. Your first step will be a little bit more explosive. It'll eliminate false steps, which are steps in which you step backward before you step forward, making you just a half step slower. But fall-ins are a very valuable drill to help you with your forward lean and producing power and your first step. Guys, I hope you enjoyed. Make sure you guys drop a comment down below and tell me how this helped you out. Also, subscribe to this channel if you're looking for more athletic training videos, challenges, and full workouts. So definitely stay tuned for more in the future. Let's keep this CAB training community growing. And remember, in everything that you do today, make sure that you get better.